Hello and welcome to the first episode of Review in 2016. And today we will take a look at an Airbus A380 from Lufthansa. And if we start by looking at the box, we can see here we have a really nice image of the aircraft. We have the Lufthansa.com here and the Lufthansa branding, and the A380 part of it branding or logo that Lufthansa introduced when they introduced the aircraft into their fleet. Also, we have a nice image of the aircraft, the original dimensions, and some additional information. Now, normally that would be it for the box, but in this case there is a little extra because we can kind of open the box here, and we have a lot of nice images of the aircraft when it was assembled by Airbus. Now, this is for me a really nice detail, something I really like, and actually something they could do a bit more also in other aircrafts, at least if you ask me. But let's look inside, because this is actually what we want to see, the aircraft itself. And here she is, the Airbus A380-800, the first Airbus A380 in the fleet of Lufthansa, and it's called after the German city Frankfurt am Main, which is the city where Lufthansa's main hub is. And it is actually also the first Airbus A380 in my collection. Now, if we take a closer look at the aircraft and start at the tail section of the aircraft and we take a look at the vertical stabilizer, we have the Lufthansa branding, we have the last two letters of the registration code, as always placed on the top of that, at least as always for Lufthansa flights. We also have the aircraft's full registration code, the German flag, and the addition of Lufthansa.com. Now, if we move from the back of the aircraft to the front of the aircraft, you can see along the fuselage the writing of Lufthansa. We also have the aircraft type specification, also the name of the aircraft, as I mentioned, Frankfurt am Main. In this case, we have the Star Alliance logo, and then under the cockpit windows again the Lufthansa branding. Now, in such a massive aircraft, everything seems a little bit bigger, which is good for us because it should mean more details. And if we take a look at the wings, we can see it looks pretty decent. Also, the engines look very nice indeed. And if we go to the underside of the aircraft, we get some more details on the wings. But it is first when we take a look at the landing gear that we really see the true scale of this aircraft. Massive landing gear here in the back, and also in the front, very nicely detailed, where we also have the last two letters of the registration code once again. And then last but not least, we do of course also have the doors to the cargo compartment. Now, I think that the Airbus A380 is actually one of the more interesting aircrafts in the aviation industry. One reason for that is of course just the pure size. But for me it's actually more the fact that it's the first attempt of an European aircraft manufacturer to actually trump the 747, the iconic jumbo jet. And by size they really have done that, but by the sales numbers still not. And there's a big question mark if they will ever do that, because everybody knows that the Airbus A380 currently is not really selling that well or at all. And for those of you who are following the aviation industry, I'm pretty sure you know that Emirates is pushing very hard for an Airbus A380 Neo, which of course is something that Airbus is not very keen on at the moment, because it would definitely kill the program as it is at the moment and cost a lot of money. And Airbus is of course still far away from break even and actually making any money with the Airbus A380. Now, another reason why I think the Airbus A380 is very interesting, or at least very interesting for the moment, and specifically this Airbus, is because it has reached an important step in its life. Now, this aircraft had its first flight on October the 6th, 2009, and on the 4th of December of 2015 for the first time had to go to the IL check. And it's the first time that an Airbus A380 from Lufthansa had to do this check, which is the first big checkup for an aircraft. Now, this work is currently being done in Manila and was expected to take about 4 to 7 weeks. So at this moment when you're seeing the video, the aircraft could actually already be back in Frankfurt or return in the coming weeks. Now, with that, we have reached the end of this episode. Now, I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, feel free to smash that like button to support the series. That would be really nice. Or if you're new around here, why not hit subscribe? That would be absolutely awesome. And from now on, we are of course back again with our normal upload schedule, with at least one new video every Wednesday, and don't miss out on the next episode of Review, where we will take a closer look at a Boeing 747-400, the jumbo jet, in the colors of Delta Airlines. Now with that, I would like to say thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you soon again. I'm checking out, and bye.